In this video, we explore the intriguing concept of a veil, a metaphor for the various barriers that obscure our understanding of truth. These veils manifest in many forms: cultural norms, societal expectations, personal biases, and widespread misinformation. We'll explore understanding these barriers, how they impact our perception of reality, and practical steps we can take to lift them, enhancing our clarity and insight. Join us as we uncover hidden truths and foster a deeper understanding of the world around us. Throughout history and across cultures, the metaphor of a veil has represented barriers to clear sight and understanding. A veil hides beauty, obscures the landscape, or conceals a face. In our discussion, this veil symbolizes the barriers that keep us from seeing the true nature of the world around us. These barriers can be social, cultural, psychological, or even spiritual. In many traditions, lifting the veil is a significant act, a revelation, or an enlightening moment when what was hidden is now seen and understood. For instance, in many wedding ceremonies, lifting the veil symbolizes transparency and a full revelation of reality to the partners involved. Translating this to our broader understanding, we use the idea of the veil to discuss how truths and realities are sometimes kept from our knowledge and sight. Why does this matter? Because what we understand as truth influences our thoughts, our decisions, and our actions. If our understanding is clouded, if we only see part of the picture, then our actions might not truly reflect the best choices. By exploring and lifting the veils in our lives, we can begin to see more clearly and act more wisely. As we peel back the layers of the metaphorical veil, we find countless instances throughout history where the truth was obscured only to be revealed later, reshaping our understanding of the world. Think about the great scientific revolutions that fundamentally changed how we view the universe. Prior to these shifts, certain truths about our world were veiled by the limitations of existing knowledge and technology. For example, consider the way our understanding of the solar system has evolved. Early models of the solar system placed the Earth at the center. This geocentric view was not just a misunderstanding of celestial mechanics. It was a deeply entrenched perspective that influenced religious, philosophical, and scientific thought. The revelation of a heliocentric system where the Earth and other planets orbit the Sun removed a significant veil, altering science forever and challenging the way people perceive themselves in the universe. These shifts are crucial because they highlight a pattern. Often, what we accept as truth is not an absolute, but a reflection of our current understanding and the information available to us. Each time a veil is lifted, it expands our cognitive horizons and allows us to make more informed decisions, both as individuals and as a society. Moving from historical context to a more personal scale, the veils that obscure our understanding are not only external, but also internal. Psychological barriers such as biases, fear, and the comfort of familiar beliefs often cloud our judgment and perception. Biases, for instance, shape how we gather and interpret information. Confirmation bias, the tendency to favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, can act as a veil filtering out data that contradicts our views. This selective perception can keep us in echo chambers where the veil becomes thicker and more opaque, shielding us from broader truths. The fear of the unknown or the unsettling nature of certain truths can make us reluctant to lift the veil. It's often more comfortable to remain with what we know than to challenge our foundations with new, potentially disruptive information. However, recognizing these psychological barriers is the first step towards overcoming them. By becoming aware of these internal veils, we can begin to approach information and situations more objectively, encouraging a more thorough and open exploration of truth. Now, understanding how both historical events and psychological barriers shape our perception of the truth, we enter a transformative phase, awakening to the truth. This awakening is a process, a gradual lifting of the veil that allows us to see the world and ourselves more clearly. It involves questioning our preconceptions and examining the information we receive with a critical yet open mind. This process of awakening isn't always easy. It requires us to be honest with ourselves about our limitations and biases. It also demands that we are willing to change our views in light of new, reliable information. By doing so, we not only enhance our personal understanding, but also contribute to a broader collective insight. Consider the role of education and lifelong learning in this context. Through continuous learning, we challenge the old veils of ignorance and replace them with a clearer view of reality, one that is based on a more comprehensive understanding of facts. This journey of awakening is not about finding absolute truths, but about constantly striving to remove the veils that distort our vision. To navigate this landscape effectively, we must develop criteria for assessing the reliability of information. Critical questions like, what is the source of this information? Is there evidence to support these claims? And are there other viewpoints to consider? Can help us discern which media outlets are committed to transparency and which may be veiling the truth. The advent of digital media has introduced a vast amount of information that requires us to be even more vigilant and selective in what we choose to believe. Learning to distinguish between credible news and misleading content is crucial in our pursuit of truth. This discernment is not just about consuming information, it's about engaging with it thoughtfully, questioning it, and doing our part to ensure that the veil of misinformation is lifted, allowing clearer, more accurate perspectives to prevail. As we continue our journey toward a deeper understanding, let's explore practical tools that can assist us in lifting the veil of misinformation and bias. These tools are not just theoretical concepts, they are actionable steps that can be incorporated into our daily lives to enhance our quest for truth. First, critical thinking skills are essential. These include the ability to analyze information critically, identify logical fallacies, and understand arguments from multiple perspectives. Developing these skills enables us to question the validity of the information we encounter and to discern between well-supported arguments and mere opinions. Second, adopting a habit of regular fact-checking is crucial. In an era where information is abundant, verifying facts before accepting or sharing information is vital. There are numerous reputable fact-checking websites that can help determine the accuracy of various claims and news stories. Engaging in open dialogue with others, especially those with different viewpoints, can be incredibly valuable. Such interactions can expose us to different perspectives and help break down the psychological barriers that often veil the truth. Listening to understand rather than to respond allows us to consider new ideas and information that might otherwise be overlooked. Understanding the truth has profound implications. When we lift the veil and see things as they truly are, it can dramatically impact our decisions and behaviors. Knowledge empowers us, but it also comes with responsibility. Knowing the truth can lead to changes in personal beliefs, relationships, and even career paths. It can inspire social and political activism or lead to more informed consumer choices. The impact of truth is not always comfortable. Discovering truths can sometimes be unsettling or disruptive. It challenges us to confront aspects of our lives and our society that we might prefer to ignore. Yet this discomfort is often a necessary part of growth. Accepting truth, even when it's difficult, strengthens our integrity and aligns our actions more closely with our values. The societal impact of widespread truth recognition cannot be understated. Societies that accept transparency and truth tend to be more equitable and just. They foster trust among citizens and between the public and the government, which is essential for effective governance and social harmony. While we learn to confront and accept the truth, we often encounter change and uncertainty, which are inevitable aspects of this process. Accepting change requires flexibility and resilience, qualities that enable us to adapt and grow in the face of new realities. Uncertainty, while uncomfortable, is a powerful catalyst for personal development and exploration. To go through this, it's important to cultivate a mindset that views change as an opportunity rather than a threat. This perspective encourages us to be proactive rather than reactive, allowing us to make the most of new situations. It involves letting go of rigid expectations and being open to various outcomes, which can lead to more innovative and adaptive thinking. Managing our emotional reactions to change and uncertainty is crucial. When faced with unsettling truths or disruptive changes, maintaining emotional balance helps prevent overwhelming stress or anxiety. Techniques such as mindfulness, regular reflection, and engaging in supportive dialogues can aid in processing emotions healthily and constructively. In our exploration of lifting the veil to uncover truths, we've traversed through understanding the concept, recognizing historical and psychological veils, awakening to deeper insights, employing practical tools, and managing the impact of new knowledge. Each step of this journey has equipped us with better tools for discerning and handling the truth. As we conclude, remember that the journey towards truth is continuous and ever-evolving. There is always more to learn, more veils to lift, and more truths to uncover. This process enriches our lives, providing clarity and purpose, and ultimately aligning our actions with our deepest values and principles. Now, I encourage you to take this knowledge and apply it. Start by questioning the information you encounter daily, engage in conversations that challenge your perspectives, and accept the changes that come with new understanding. Share your experiences and insights with others, as spreading awareness is key to collective enlightenment. Together, let's commit to a journey of transparency and growth. Let's lift the veils that obscure the truth and step into a clearer, more informed future. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening path. Let's continue to seek the truth, for in truth, there is freedom.